Get ready for an incredible Bible challenge. Today, we're going to test your knowledge of God's Word with a fun and educational quiz. Before we start, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our daily quizzes. Let's go! Question 1. Which king practiced divination, witchcraft, and burned his own son as a sacrifice? A. Ahab. B. Manasseh. C. Saul. D. Jeroboam. Correct answer, B. Manasseh. Verse. He also burned his son as a sacrifice, practiced divination and witchcraft, and consulted mediums and spiritists. He did what was evil in the sight of the Lord, provoking him to anger. 2 Kings 21 verse 6. Manasseh was one of the worst kings of Judah, leading the people into idolatry and the practice of the occult. He even sacrificed his own son in pagan rituals. Later, however, he repented of his sins and sought the Lord. Question 2. Who interpreted King Nebuchadnezzar's dream? Jeremiah. B. Ezekiel. C. Daniel. D. Joseph. Correct answer, C. Daniel. Verse. Then the mystery was revealed to Daniel in a night vision, and Daniel praised the God of heaven. Daniel 2 verse 19. King Nebuchadnezzar had a mysterious dream and asked the wise men of Babylon to interpret it without him revealing the content of the dream. None of them could, but God revealed the dream and its interpretation to Daniel. With this, Daniel demonstrated that God is sovereign over kings and nations. Question 3. Who was bitten by a snake and suffered no harm? A. Peter. B. Paul. C. John. D. Elijah. Correct answer, B. Paul. Verse. But he shook off the snake into the fire and felt no harm. Acts 28 verse 5. When Paul was on the island of Malta after a shipwreck, he was bitten by a poisonous snake while putting wood on the fire. The natives expected him to die, but he suffered no harm, demonstrating God's protection over his life. Question 4. Who ate locusts and honey? A. Peter. B. John the Baptist. C. Elijah. D. Moses. Correct answer, B. John the Baptist. Verse. And John was clothed with camel's hair, and with a leather belt about his loins, and he did eat locusts and wild honey. Mark 1 verse 6. John the Baptist was a prophet who prepared the way for the coming of Jesus. He lived in the desert and had a simple life, clothing himself with camel's hair and eating locusts and wild honey, symbolizing his total dependence on God. Question 5. Why did Reuben lose his birthright? A. He disobeyed his father. B. He sinned against God. C. He slept with his father's concubine. D. He sold his brother into slavery. Correct answer, C. He slept with his father's concubine. Verse. Then Israel went up to his tent, and Reuben went and lay with Bilhah his father's concubine, and Israel knew it. Genesis 35 verse 22. Reuben, Jacob's oldest son, lost his birthright because he had relations with Bilhah, his father's concubine. This act was considered a great dishonor, and Jacob rebuked him for it before he died, stripping him of his birthright privileges. Question 6. What was the first bird that Noah sent out to see if the flood had stopped? A. Dove. B. Raven. C. Eagle. D. Swallow. Correct answer, B. Raven. Verse. He sent out a raven, and it flew back and forth until the waters had dried up from off the earth. Genesis 8 verse 7. Noah first sent out a raven to see if the floodwaters had receded. Then he sent out a dove, which returned, indicating that there was still water on the earth. Question 7. On which mountain did the ark rest after the flood? A. Mount Zion. B. Mount Ararat. C. Mount Carmel. D. Mount Sinai. Correct answer, B. Mount Ararat. Verse, and the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. Genesis 8 verse 4. After the flood, Noah's ark rested upon the mountains of Ararat, indicating that the waters began to recede and the land began to dry up. Question 8. What was God's covenant with Noah after the flood? A. The creation of the stars. B. The promise to send another flood. C. The rainbow. D. The building of a temple. Correct answer, C. The rainbow. Verse, I have set my bow in the cloud, it shall be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Genesis 9 verse 13. God made a covenant with Noah and all mankind, promising that he would never again destroy the earth with a flood. As a sign of this covenant, God placed the rainbow in the clouds. Question 9. What was the first thing Noah did after leaving the ark? A. He planted a vineyard. B. He built a city. C. He offered a sacrifice to God. D. He counted the animals. Correct answer, C. He offered a sacrifice to God. Verse, Noah built an altar to the Lord and took some of the clean animals and birds and offered burnt offerings on the altar. Genesis 8 verse 20. As soon as he left the ark, Noah showed his gratitude to God by building an altar and offering a sacrifice. This act pleased the Lord, who promised never again to destroy the earth with a flood. Question 10. What did Noah cultivate after leaving the ark? A. Wheat. B. Figs. C. Grapevine. D. Olive tree. Correct answer, C. Grapevine. Verse, Noah began to be a farmer and planted a vineyard. Genesis 9 verse 20. After the flood, Noah began a new life as a farmer and planted a vineyard. Later, he drank the wine produced and ended up drunk, an episode that brought consequences to his family. What an incredible journey through biblical knowledge. I hope you learned something new and had fun in the process. If you liked the quiz, leave a like and share it with your friends to see who gets the most answers. Want to keep testing your knowledge? Check out more videos here on the channel and download our exclusive ebook with biblical quizzes in the description. See you in the next challenge. God bless.